Yes! And welcome back to my channel. You recognize that face, but do you recognize this face? And also the tears of a clown over here? Why do you look so sad? So, these are my roommates.
And they were roommates.
Oh my god, they were roommates.
So we'll start with the middle and go that way. Introduce yourself. What have you done? Where have you been? Who are you? What do you do?
What is my name? My name is April. Thank you. I started off my first 3 months as a ghost maid at the Haunted Mansion.
What? I'm coming back.
And my...
That was bad, not a fart. That's a fart.
And my last...
Oh, me? Oh,
no! Not you! My last 3 months were at Main Street East. In the confectionery, the Town Square Theater, and Uptown Jewelers. Find me at Pandora. I can't give you anything from the case because I'm not Pandora trained, nor am I a Pandora expert, but I will tell you, it's not actually rose gold. It's Pandora gold. Uptown girl. She's been living in
I can't pay for that song or that one.
It's fun.
Let's find out more about this one, who you've seen many times but really know nothing about. She is an enigma.
Hi, I'm Agamemnon.
Or Alan, or
I
the
come
wiener
from the
baby.
seventh circle of hell. I'm dead inside.
This is literally not wrong. Okay, so
Can I leave now?
nope. So that's Alana, also known as Alan / Agamemnon / Alama, also Wiener Maiden.
Yeah, Wiener Maiden. Can't forget that one.
Yep. And
Good
tell us
times.
about where you work, what you do, who you do.
Who I do? No one. I was born in Saskatchewan in 1997 on the coldest day of the year.
So she used to work in Tomorrowland in quick service food and beverage,
Yeah.
and now she works in attractions at Hollywood Studios at Lunch Bay.
No, Star Wars Lunch Bay.
I'm pretty sure it's Lunch Bay as in B-A-E, but whatever.
Lunch Bay.
No.
So, anyway, the actual purpose of this video was for extra credit, but
I need help, I'm dying inside.
Join the club.
but it will also make it onto my channel because this is going to be just great top-notch content and quality. So, we've got some questions we're going to ask. So, how we got in?
Just dumb luck, I guess.
An unfortunate twist of fate.
Pure Disney magic! Anyway, we went through a very long application process. Our school went on strike for a little over a month. We all cried, we all stressed. Almost all of us got into the program that applied. So, what's one thing we all wish we would have known before coming on this program? Elena, let's start with you.
Where do I begin?
I don't know, middle?
How much I would have hated it. How much I regret coming here. How much my anxiety has spiked. How much I would have anxiety attacks on the back of the buses. Coming home from work. Good times. Stuff like that. Yay.
You know, casual everyday stuff.
Typical, you know, the usual.
April, what about you?
Well, the pay was a lot different than I expected. Not as much as I would have hoped for. So
I mean, we knew we would be making $10 an hour when we came here.
Yeah.
I think the problem is during the presentation we were told you'll be working like 40 to like 70 hours a week. You're gonna be making so much money. You could walk away with a couple $1,000s when you leave this program.
Yeah.
By mid-July, we were slapped with a cap on 37.5 hours that none of us had ever been told about.
That's true.
And when you're working less than 37.5 hours a week, paying $117 a week in rent, and some of us have bills back home they have to pay, that leaves you with literally $0 to live off of.
It's not the most fun time.
Yeah, because you're stressed because you can't afford to go anywhere or do anything. I would have loved to have tried more restaurants when I was here. However, I had no money for it. There's tons of merch I wish I would have purchased or things I could have done. However, I don't have money to do it because I'm not working the hours that I was told. So I think I wish I would have known that I wouldn't be working the hours I was told, because that would have made a huge difference in whether I would have come here. Again, this video is not to deter anyone from coming and doing this program. Follow your dream, follow your bliss. Like, your experience is going to be 100% different than ours, or
Everyone's
not.
is different.
Yeah.
Everyone's, like, I've talked to just about everybody that I've done this program with, and like basically I've asked the same questions, and everyone has a completely different outlook. Like, some people absolutely love it, and like it's the best experience of their life, and like they make the best of it, and like
I have to say though, there is a lot of ICPs who are on our current program, who came here at the same time as us, who are very unhappy. Like, there are a lot of us. I mean, and I feel bad that we get to dip at 6 months, and some of them are here for a year and they're not super happy, but you know, we can't change that. I mean, I feel bad that I'm leaving some of my friends, but it's not just us. This isn't like the three of us being like, bah! There's way more of us. And I think part of the issue though is that Disney doesn't do enough to help CPs.
During the third month of my program was my last month at the Haunted Mansion, and I definitely made the most of it. My only problem was when I transitioned, when we went to merchandise after attractions. I was feeling super, super stressed. Also, that was when school started to peak for us. So like, we started doing our classes, and we also had to keep up with the classes at home, and we had to keep up with classes for Central Michigan University. So I was feeling really, really stressed out about that, and on top of the fact that I had completely different hours. I was getting extended, which I wasn't really used to.
By the way, if you didn't count, that's 3 sets of classes for 3 different like schools essentially.
Yeah.
For Disney, for Central, and then for our college back home. So
All equally
just keep
just
that
as hard.
Keep that on track here, that we are doing 3 sets of school programs.
Yeah. So 3 different schools, 3 different actual program layouts. None of them actually combine. So the work that I'm doing for my one class has nothing to do with my other 2.
3 sets of like instructors and people we have to communicate with.
Yeah,
too.
3 different types of people, 3 different like platforms.
3 different sets of deadlines.
Yeah, like, so we had
2 sets of Blackboard.
2 sets of Blackboard, 3 sets of college emails. It's a lot to keep up with, and if you miss out on one, you start to fall behind with all of them, and that's what was happening with myself. On top of the fact that, like I said, I was switching to a new location, so I had to make new friends, I had to get used to a new environment, new costume, new, basically an entire like new life. Yeah, it was like starting over from scratch. I felt like I had just joined the program again. Like, I felt brand new. I had no idea what was happening. And basically I was just getting really depressed. And also, at that 3-month time is when I really started to feel like homesick, especially with Christmas stuff coming out. It just made everything really intense. And
I think we all kind of dipped around like the end of Halloween. It was kind of just like,
I kind of like dropped the ball like around that time.
we were just like, we all really missed home at that point.
Yeah, I think that was the time where I was like, it's like I'm really, really starting to miss it. So I started feeling a little bit upset. Thankfully, for myself, and now we're getting back, that was a little bit of a tangent, but now I'm getting back to what I was saying about the leaders. Thankfully for myself, I met my boyfriend here, and he's not in the college program, but he lives like an hour away or so, and I got to take a couple days off and kind of step back from the Disney stuff for a little bit, just kind of like refresh and like get back on track again. And I talked to my leaders and I told them that I was having, you know, a little bit of personal issues and like that I kind of was feeling homesick and I just wanted to be, you know, with my boyfriend and his family for a day or two. And they were really, really nice. You're not supposed to give away shifts or get shifts taken as an ICP. You can only trade, and even with that, it's kind of hard. But like, I told my leaders, and they were actually pretty good about it, like, because they understood that like it's not easy doing your first college program. So I guess honestly, it depends on your leaders.
I wish for the most part that I had known how much this was going to affect my mental health.
Amen.
Yeah. These past couple of months, there have been some days where you don't want to get out of bed, just because you deal with people in such like a high volume every single day. You can't anymore.
It's
tough. It's really tough.
I got screamed at the other day at work, and like all my leaders could say was, "You can't take it to heart." But like,
how do you not?
When your leaders aren't the ones who are literally dealing with the people every day face to face, and you are, after a while, it really just.
Yeah.
There's only so much as a human being that you should have to take or should be allowed to take. And you can say, yeah, just don't take it at face value, you're never going to see these people again, but
when it
shifts you away.
Yeah. Like, I remember at the beginning of my program, like, the first couple times I got weird guest interactions, I was a little shook. And then after a little while, it started becoming funny. And I was just kind of brushing it off, like, you know, like, whatever, it is what it is. But the longer it keeps going, it's just like, I don't know. You can only take so much. You can only like laugh it off so much
before it just is like, no.
Yeah. And it also depends on what they're saying too. Because like some people, like I've gotten some things where I can like laugh and be like, okay, this person.
That's literally the stupidest thing
whatever.
I've ever heard.
But some people get really hostile and for no reason.
Yeah.
Like for no reason. And it actually, like it can get a little.
Shouldn't be crying for the same time. So you actually miss most about being here?
Oh, the Haunted Mansion. Good days. I really, really loved the Haunted Mansion. It was a really good time. I got to work Party Pack, which was really fun. Anytime I worked Pack, it was a great time because I was working ADA, which is it's basically just like a section area for like if you have a wheelchair or if you have disability, you can come to this like smaller area. It has shade and you're right on the parade line, so you can see everything. I always worked that area and I absolutely loved it because I always had the best guest interactions. And like if a little kid was there, I would always ask them like what their favorite character was, and while the parade's going on, like I could get the character's attention.
Yeah.
And like they would literally like, because they know where our area is, they would make like a beeline over, and like I just got to see like the most amazing like little magical moments and everything, which honestly did help make the program. You know what I mean?
The magic moments help.
Magic moments really help because like,
but they're not always there, which is kind of
yeah. And like with us, like I guess it slowly just started becoming like a job. At first it was really cool, and then like about a month or two and it's like, okay, this is a job. But you kind of forget that like people are actually here making those memories, and like some people it's their first time. Like Disney is supposed to be like, you know, magical and like, yeah. And so when you see those magic moments, it's actually really, really sweet, and it kind of reminds you like what your job actually is, and like, you know, like the memories you're actually helping people make. So that's one of my favorite.
What will you miss the most?
I am definitely gonna miss working at Launch Bay because I love everyone that I've met there. It's been fantastic. And there are a few people from Tomorrowland that I'm for sure gonna miss, like Daisy and Jess, who were in my training group, and then Chandler and Ari and Yolanda and everyone that I met there. But I think, yeah, I'm definitely gonna miss kind of making magic for everyone. That's for sure gonna be a bummer to kind of go away from, but I'm not really a Disney person, So I think that's why I really felt at home in like Star Wars.
Yeah.
Because I'm more of like a sci-fi fantasy kind of person, not just Disney. So
I think I am going, I mean, I've very publicly been declaring it everywhere that I'm going to miss working in Princess Fairy Tale Hall. I'm going to miss the girls so much. I had my last shift there last week and I cried with some of my girls because, I mean, I worked there and TST the most. So I'm definitely going to miss, like, I'm going to miss the princesses, like, so much. I'm going to miss Demi. She knows that because we've been friends literally since, like, day one, since we had training together and everything. We carpooled this morning. It's very cute. And I was thinking about today, like, while I was at work, before the actual literal shitstorm hit us, that I was, like, looking around MK, and, like, I'm going to miss being able to, like, wake up and be like, you know what? I'm just going to go to Magic Kingdom for the day. Like, I'm generally going to miss, like, being able to just go to the parks. Like, yeah, sometimes you're just, like, these crowds are so much, I feel like I'm swimming in humans. But I'm actually going to miss being like, you know what do I want to do today? It's my day off. I could just go to Hollywood Studios and meet Chewbacca, like, random stuff like that. So that's something definitely I'm going to miss. What's your favorite memory, Alana?
I'm going to have to think about that one for a minute.
Okay. What's your favorite memory?
My favorite memory? I have so many. I actually do have a lot of really good memories.
What's like your top two?
Favorite? Okay. Top two. Well, okay, so I was working parade the one day, and it was the second parade of the Boo to You. If you're not aware, on Halloween nights we have two parades that go through. First one's at 9:15, second is at 11:15. So working in Liberty Square, if you get Liberty Bell, you don't really have to control anyone behind you because there really is no one there. You're just helping that, you're like at the emergency exit. So if a cast member needs to come off or whatever, you just open the thing for them and like let them back behind stage. So it's like a really chill area and you help just redirect. So I was at that area, and fun fact about that area is that you actually get the most character interactions as a cast member there because you're at their corner, so like they tend to like come over and like talk to you. And it was the second parade, so the cast members are a little bit more relaxed after the first parade. Like the first parade, they're like constantly like, they're like on cue, like everything has to be perfect. Second parade, it's kind of like, let's have more fun this time. You know what I mean? So anyway, I was at Liberty Square and the parade was coming around, and Goofy, who's one of my favorite characters, was on the opposite side of the street and saw me and recognized me from the first parade. First parade, I was having a really rough time because I had a lot of people running out into the middle of the parade route. Not gonna get in there. Vietnam flashbacks, but have a little PTSD. But he had recognized me from the last parade, and he just ran over to me and gave me the biggest hug, and I thought it was so cute. Because it's just one of those things where like I need a little bit of, you know, Disney magic.
Yeah.
Even as a cast member, sometimes you kind of need that. So I thought it was really cute. So I loved that. My second favorite, which was, it was also a character interaction. I was watching the Boo to You parade again, and I was actually at the party as a guest, and I dressed up as Sleeping Beauty. And at the very end of the parade, the villains come through, and Maleficent is sitting at the top of the parade float. And again, since this is one of the last parades, they're a little bit more relaxed and they kind of like interact a little bit better. And Maleficent like kind of made a gesture to me about my costume. She did like a little like sleeping thing, basically telling me like, I killed you. It was really funny. Yeah, it was a good time. Murder.
What about you, Ellen?
I don't have just one memory, I
You
think.
can have two.
But it's like, it's every day in Launch Bay when the stormtroopers come by.
Oh.
Because they're always like poking fun at the crowd, they're always causing mischief. I just love them so much. I love watching them, I love interacting with them. It's great.
Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Oh, that's no other memories your whole time here.
That's it.
Everything else has just been a nightmare?
Yeah.
Okay. One of my favorite memories is definitely on my first like actual, what was a pickup? I think it was a pickup shift. I can't remember what was a pickup shift. I think it was like my second time working with Country Bears, which are my favorite. And I was the attendant for Big Al, and it was amazing because like after the Grand Marshal comes through and like the parade kind of situation comes through, there's nobody on the streets, and the Bears do whatever they want. So there's just like music playing, and the other bear grabbed his attendant, and they were like dancing in the street, and then like Big Al and I were like dancing in the street, and it was just like the most precious moment because we're in love. It's fine. Me and Big Al.
Little Big Al.
Me and little Big Al. He's over here somewhere.
He's
it's right over here actually. But that was like honestly one of my favorite moments is just dancing in the street with Big Al because like it was just like he's my favorite bear. Also getting Lil Big Al has been just, where is he? He's actually like right over here.
He's on a trip.
Nope, you know where he is? He is in my backpack because I brought him to work.
Oh,
I'll insert a picture of Lil Big Al here, but I think my other best member is getting Lil Big Al, honestly. He's been so much fun to bring around to places. I just love him.
It's like a Flat Stanley.
But better.
Flat Stanley,
yes.
but better. And
Yeah. Goofy has been one of my favorite because he's just so funny. And just anytime at Fairy Tale Hall with the girls, because I do adore them so much. What's your least favorite memory, Alana?
Everything other than the stormtroopers.
That was easily summed up. What about you?
Hey.
So I was working at the Haunted Mansion, and
They got hit with pain.
okay, so I was working at Haunted Mansion, and in the Haunted Mansion, there's a position called Entry Hall. That is when the stretching room opens and the cast member tells you to drag your bodies out of the room and down the hall onto the ride. So I was at Entry Hall, and I'm greeting people, and I'm, telling them, like, all the way down the hall, please. All the way down. Yes, all the way down. I'm telling people to go all the way down the hallways, and then basically the cast member inside will tell me if there's anyone with a wheelchair or anything like that. We had a genie family.
What?
What's that?
What's what?
That noise.
It's my everyday noise.
Okay. It's every day, bro.
It's every day.
Mansion, basically I was bringing a family through the shorter line. Basically it just helps you skip the line so you can get on faster if you have like a disability or like a hurt leg. And as I was letting someone through, a guest who didn't like the idea that she wasn't getting to skip the line hit me in the shin with a cane.
Rude.
Yes, it was a great time. And that was my last day at the Haunted Mansion.
Yay! Fun times, fun times. Well, I mean, one time when I was working in Tomorrowland, there was like 3 of us closing, and we didn't have a pre-closer, and we were there until 3 a.m. because I was the most experienced one there closing, and I'd only been there for like 4 weeks, so that was fun. Yay!
My least favorite memory
Disney magic.
is from this past week at Santa. I'm not going to explain the whole situation because it was really bad and very long. That's a whole separate video. But let's just say somebody who was there, ho ho ho,
Satan.
was awful to not only me but my other attendant, and then a family made me cry. What's the first thing you guys are going to do when you get home?
Tim Hortons.
Oh, Tim Hortons! Tim Hortons and I have to cuddle my dog and cuddle.
Exactly. Yeah, my dog. That's gonna.
I knew I was gonna miss my dog. I knew I was gonna miss my family, but I did not know the intensity of how much I was going to miss my dog. Like, at halfway through the program, I kind of forgot that I had one, and then when I realized that I had forgotten that I had a dog, I literally just sat there and I cried. Also, don't know if you've seen the music video for Happier.
Yeah, that'll get you.
I watched it in my room.
What video?
The music video for Happier.
Don't watch it.
Should I watch it?
No.
Maybe later.
I sat in my bed watching it, and I full on just started bawling my eyes, and not like a single tear, like an actual hyperventilating, sobbing, Niagara Falls, getting hit with a cane at Haunted Mansion, crying.
The first thing I'm gonna do when I get home is get my nose re-pierced.
Oh
yeah, I forgot about that.
I'm really excited for that. And
can we do rapid fire? Just like rapid fire for like, we'll do timer.
okay.
Rapid
For
fire.
what? Wait, what's happening?
Stupidest question.
Stupidest questions you've ever gotten from guests.
That's what I'm gonna say first.
So you have 20 seconds. And go.
What time is the 2 o'clock parade? Is this Star Tours? Do you speak Spanish? No, I'm Canadian. We learned French. How do you get to Toy Story Land? 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 Is this a ride? Yeah.
Nice.
Do you have the cream cheese pretzel?
At least there's a tea. Alright, Mandy, are you ready?
Oh.
And go.
Where is Shrek? Where is Shrek? For the baby, please. Why can't I see one more? What princess is this? Is this Elainer? Oh my God, that's still my worst one. Do they princesses sign? Do they speak? Does Cinderella speak Spanish? Does Cinderella speak German? Does Cinderella speak? That applies to any character, by the way. Do they all speak?
Do they speak? Do they talk?
What's this one? That's Elena of Avalor. You better recognize she's a queen. Your turn.
Alright, and what's your bat name? Is this a ride? Does this ride drop? Does it go 40 feet down? Is this an elevator? Is this a snack? Where's the ring located? Are you an actual ghost? Are you alive? Are you dead? Is Walt Disney in here? Is he buried in the graveyard at the Haunted Mansion?
Yes.
Answer is no.
Still, where's Shrek is still my favorite.
Oh, and what time is the 2 o'clock parade?
Yeah.
2 o'clock.
So that about
Except for when the
4:30.
2 o'clock parade was accidentally switched to 3 o'clock halfway through the summer, and everyone was
Well, I mean,
like,
it was the 3 o'clock parade before, and then it became the 2 o'clock parade.
Yeah.
So I mean, but still,
when's the 3 o'clock
parade?
parade? 2. It's at 2. It's at 2 now.
where's my side? She's no longer with us.
Oh, Mama's house.
Can I go now?
Yes, you can go now because we are officially done
Thank God.
filming
Cool. Well,
extra credit video.
out. I'm over it.
Thanks for coming out.
Please
y'all.
give me extra credit because I've been really struggling and I've been really enjoying this program and I really like it and I love Central Michigan University as well, but I really need to pass so I can get money when I come home and not have to throw
In the
my
arms of the angel.
I need to finish this project. Can I finish the project now? Please.
Fire up chips.
Oh,